Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, and we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it perfectly. But we all talk about wanting a routine. We all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about, but most of us don't actually have a routine. Every single day. This isn't going to be me every single day. This isn't going to be me. This is me committed to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build. So if you hang with me for 30 days, if you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. If you hang with me for 90 days, if you hang with me for all 365 days, but if you hang with me, your life will never be your life, and that will never be the same. And that, my friend, as people who want to live their best lives, as people who want to live their best lives, no, we need to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, we will wake up on purpose. We will protect. We will wake up on purpose. We will not be distracted by opening our phones. We will not be distracted by opening our phones until we are done, etc. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity. We will work on our connection and our identity. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody. We will plan to make a connection. We will make and keep this day. We will make and keep ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body. And at some point today, we will move our body. Exercise, you can get it together. So now listen. Exercise. If you're just finding us now, listen. Whether you're just finding us today, whether it's right on time. These days don't build on each other. These days don't stand on each other. But each one stands on its own, and I understand because of the time zone. We're doing it because of the time zone. We're doing it at. But whatever, you might have kids, you might have work, but whatever, you might have real life. You may not always be able to join this life. You may not always be able to join this life. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine from earlier in your day before, and that's what earlier in your day. Live is obviously more powerful. Live is obviously more powerful. That's what matters is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. Intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. Welcome to the routine. Welcome to the routine together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. Muted. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. My mic was muted. I don't know why. Well, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, so glad that you guys are here. That it is morning and we are ready to get going this morning. So we're going to start out with our breathing. And so hopefully everybody is ready to breathe. Get the oxygen into your body. Oh, all right. This is how we set our intention for today. We wake up on purpose. This is in through the mouth and out through the mouth this morning. So take a deep breath in. These are big belly breaths. This means that your belly is sticking out. Your belly is not going in. You are hydrating your body with oxygen right now. Breathe in. Again, we wake up on purpose. We protect our focus. So we protect our focus by not turning on screens and distractions other than to do this part of our routine. And we're going to hydrate as soon as we're done breathing. And so if you don't have water, go get you some water. If you're watching this live, then run grab it. If you are watching the recording, pause it and go get some water because we're going to drink it together. Breathe in. Get to create this stillness through our breathing. Whatever we woke up this morning, letting it go so we can concentrate on our connecting. Breathe in. Start with the short devotional this morning. What are you thankful for today? Yesterday I said I was thankful for that I got rest, that I was able to sleep so good. I dream every night. I used to remember when I first get up and then forget it, but I know that I sleep so well. A lot of it is because we do these oxygen things. Let's do 4 more. What's your intention for today? 3 more. What are you going to get done today that you planned? Are you going to affirm your day all day? One more. All right, grab your water and we're going to drink our water. We're going to hydrate before we caffeinate. I promise you, your body wants this. Your body wants this nourishment way before of water, way before it wants to be stimulated by caffeine. That is for sure. All right, so let's jump into our devotional. I'm going to make sure I show it on the screen so that you can see it. And so today we are on day 53. Reconcile people, reconcile others. Reconcile people, reconcile others. Blessed are the peacemakers. Matthew 5:9. God, make me a peacemaker. Bonhoeffer teaches reconciliation becomes a witness. You become a witness when you are thinking about or you're showing others, how do I reconcile when I get angry? We've been talking about, in fact, yesterday, I'll jump back here, we talked about bearing with imperfection. We are imperfect. And then we talked about repairing quickly and how important it is that when we are hurt or when we are or we've done something to others that we repair it quickly. And today, if we show people that, it's easy to say, I forgive you to yourself. And you say, well, I've forgiven that person. But does that person know that you've been forgiven? Does the community know that you maybe have taken offense and you said you're sorry? And it's okay to say, hey, I, as a witness to others to show how the process works, it's so important. So someone stepped into tension and then brought peace. Have you ever seen where somebody gets into it with somebody and says, you know what, I just need to apologize for that? And it is so reassuring to say, man, we don't even need to deal with it. That is over. Let's all move on. But then it's a witness to somebody else on how to do it, especially with your kids. When you're growing up and maybe you and your spouse get into something and your kids are able to see you say, you know what, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I had an instance where I could have swore up and down that the person that I was talking to was this person. And even the voicemail that came through, it sounded like it was a different person. And my assistant said, no, it's this person. And I said, no, it's that person. And we were in a meeting where I was doing it. And then I'm like, oh, right, you're wrong. I'm sorry. And then everybody got to hear that. Everybody got to know that, yep, I was wrong. And it was a witness to others that I can be wrong. I will continue to be wrong. That wasn't the first time I'll be wrong, because I'll probably be wrong a little bit every single day. But am I willing to show that and share that? And I know through my maturity and how my growth goes, that is absolutely the person that I'm becoming, the person that I want to be. There are moments when I could have fueled the vision and fostered peace. You try to get people on your side, especially when you get into complaining mode. You want to bring people into your suffering. And it's crazy how we do that. It's like we're trying to recruit a team. You'll say, hey, I need you to go get people to help with this volunteer project. And nobody knows how to get anybody. Nobody knows how, hey, I need you to talk to these people. Do you think you can get us some help? Boom. Oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to ask anybody. They have this fear about what if somebody says no to me? They're saying, no to the project. They believe they're saying no to you. And so you ask them all the time, hey, can you help me out with this? And they're like, no. Situation yesterday in our event where I was asking folks that were speakers to help out with monitoring the room, and it required them to hit the record button and just make sure that the chat was monitored if people said something in the chat. And it was amazing to me how many people didn't want to do that. But then if somebody is suffering and they want somebody to feel what they're feeling and the sorrow they are so quick to be able to recruit. So I know they have the skill set to do it. I know that they have the ability to do it, but it's easy when it's your thing and you're trying to bring people in. And I'm saying bring people into seeing the reconciliation, not the misery that goes around. So I could have fueled the foster the peace. Choosing peace didn't make me weak. It made me mature. And I'm not even saying that it made me strong. I'm not saying that it made me stronger. It just said that, you know what? This isn't necessary. This isn't something that I need to be able to deal with and go through my whole day thinking, oh man, I got, let me call somebody. Let me call my mom. Let me call anybody so they can sit with me in how I've been wronged instead of being a peacemaker and saying this is how it can be right. So peacemaking is courage, right? We talk about courage. I want pressure. I want presence, not pressure. In our affirmations, I want to have the courage to be able to do the right thing. So today, as you go through your day, where can you bring peace? I'm not saying that you have to be a mediator. I'm just saying through your attitude, just through how you show up, how does that bring peace? Practice, speak unity where division is rising. Speak unity where division is rising. And here is the short prayer for today. Lord, use me as an instrument of peace. I say you're an answer to somebody else's prayer. I say that every single day. You are an answer to somebody else's prayer. And how that shows up is up to God. But if you show up with your mature body, the answer to somebody's prayer is somebody could be praying, Lord, help me, this prayer exactly, help me bring peace and help me figure out how to do it because I don't know how to do it. And then they see you as the example. That would be an answer that you have been for somebody else's prayer. And that's something that you do every single day. When you show up, that's an answer bringing peace, especially if you're not fumbling around with your phone and you're looking up and you're being present in the moment. That's an answer in a way to be as a peaceful person. So the blessing today is may you carry reconciliation boldly today. Carry reconciliation boldly today. All right, let's move into our gratitude session. And this is on the gratitude session where we're gonna speak the 5 different things. I'm going to turn these off today because I really want you to write down and think about what you're grateful for as I write down mine. And then you can just, whether you're thinking about them, you're writing them down, whether you're, typing them into a chat somewhere, maybe you're saying them. You hear me say mine and then you say something similar. Well, in the area of life and health, thank you, God, that I woke up today. Thank you, God, that I woke up today, that I received this day as continued opportunity. Thank you for my body and the strength that continues to provide. Thank you for my heart beating faithfully, my lungs breathing steadily, my brain processing clearly, my nervous system regulating, my responses and my cells renewing without interruption. Lord, I thank you for helping me maintain momentum in my health. Thank you for uh, thank you for guiding me to protect my energy, manage stress wisely, and remain disciplined in my habits. I am grateful that my body is not only functioning but sustaining the peace and responsibility of leadership that has been placed before me. I thank you in the category of family and relationships. I'm deeply thankful for my family, my wife, my children, my grandchildren, my parents, my in-laws, my cousins, my aunts, my family. I'm thankful for the people that interact in my life. I thank you for the 60 to some people that showed up yesterday for the event. And thank you for the speakers that were able to speak. I'm thankful for the interactions that you give me every single day that I have the opportunity to share my journey. We continue to as we walk together. Thank you for stability at home and the accountability that comes with love. Thank you for helping me remain present and intentional in my relationships. I thank you for guiding me to prioritize time, speak life, and building trust through consistency. I am grateful that my leadership begins at my home and then extends outward with my integrity. I thank you for the provision that you are providing for me. Thank you for the provision in my life. Thank you for the shelter, nourishment, transportation, safety, structure, and order. I thank you for the daily resources that allow me to focus on purpose instead of survival. Thank you for helping me to see provision as a partnership with you. Thank you for guiding me to steward and what I have and care strategically. And the just you know Lord, I just am so grateful that what surrounds me continues to support what you are building through me. And thank you for my finances. I am grateful for the financial provision and opportunity. Thank you for income ideas, witty ideas, uh, partnerships, insights, and systems that create stability. Thank you for the ability to earn, manage, and grow and give. I thank you for helping me stay disciplined and forward thinking with finances. Thank you for guiding me in my decisions towards stewardship, towards patience, and generational responsibility. I am grateful that financial stability supports impact and expanding my reach into the world. I thank you for my purpose and the impact that comes with it. I'm thankful that I get to live with sustained purpose. I get to live boldly with purpose. I get to understand what my purpose is and what you are doing in my life. Thank you that momentum is being anchored in maturity and not emotion. Thank you that consistency is strengthening my influence. I thank you for guiding me to remain aligned as impact continues to grow. I'm grateful for my life as it continues to help others become who you created them to be. I thank you for the steady example of the leaders that are in my life. I thank you for my mentors. I thank you for my coaches. I thank you for the people that I get to see as examples in my life. I thank you for my elders. I thank you for the folks that are coming behind me. I thank you for just the group of people that you have put in my life. I thank you that I get to be disciplined every day, that I get to be consistent, that I get to wake up every day and think about you first. As I think that I get to live a faithful obedience as best that I possibly can. I thank you for this day and the momentum that continues to build. I am so grateful that I not only got to wake up this morning, but I got to wake up this morning and share with others my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and amen. All right, let's jump into let's go back into our breathing. And this time, we're going to just do 10 in through the nose and out through the mouth. For me, I'm sitting in a chair that allows me to put my feet planted straightly on the floor here, I guess on the ground, so I can ground myself. I'm going to breathe in through my nose and out through the mouth. Why is this important? Because the oxygen goes quicker to your brain when you breathe through your nose, believe it or not. All out. Please tell me you're doing this with me. That you're breathing in, filling your whole body, your cavity, everything, and then you breathe out. Only doing 10 of these. We've done 4. Breathe in. Say to me, well, I breathe every day, all day long. Yeah, but there's something about the extra oxygen that your body needs that you're putting into your system. Breathe out. Four more. Get ready to do our affirmations. I love doing affirmations. Be ready to do them with me. Breathe in. All right, 2 more. Into the nose. Out through the mouth. Into the nose. Out through the mouth. One giant big breath. One more. Oh, so and out. All right, grab your water, your second group of water. We're going to drink that. We're going to hydrate real quickly. Hydrate before you caffeinate. Hydrate before you caffeinate. All right, we are now going to our affirmations, and I hope you're ready to say these with me. I hope you're ready to think through how these can impact your life as we do them. And so I'll say it the first time, and then you guys say it again. I'm saying them each 3 times. I'm becoming the person my future requires. I'm becoming the person my future requires. Let me put these on the stage so that you can see them at the same time. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I'm going to a new place today that I haven't been to and doing a book thing. And so you show up, go, I don't know where I'm at. It's uncomfortable, but we're going to show up anyways. I'm consistent, not perfect. I'm consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I know you're saying these with me, even if it's under your breath and just, I listen before I react. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I'm grounded, grateful, and I am growing. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I'm connected to God, to myself, and to others. I'm connected to God, to myself, and to others. So cool how these turn into what we do on our daily basis just by affirming them every day. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I choose discipline as an act of self respect. I choose discipline as an act of self respect. I choose discipline as an act of self respect. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I speak life to myself and to others. I speak life to myself and to others. Who are you going to speak life in today? I speak life into myself and to others. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity beyond what we do just here in the morning. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make
to myself. I choose courage over comfort. Talked about courage earlier today. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. Are you excited about the connections that you're going to make today? I know I am. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. God has already placed me right here, right now, today, and is providing me with everything that I need for what He has called me to do. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. Everything works out for me because I direct my thought. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift. Everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. Everything works out for me because I direct my thought. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift. And everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. So good to say this one. Everything works out for me because I direct my thought. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift. Everything works out for me because that is the person I have become. I live with in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And I get to count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me and through me. I get to count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me and through me. I count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill His purpose in me and through me. All right, we'll get to our word of our day, the last part of what we do. Oh, so excited. Today's word is steadfastness. Steadfastness. Let me put the right music on. Meaning steadfastness is remaining firm under pressure. Under pressure, somebody wants you to fold. Somebody wants you to go along with what they're doing. Steadfastness says it's remaining firm under pressure. Steadfast people become anchors during uncertainty. Their consistency provides calm when others feel overwhelmed. You think of, like, if you've been consistent at doing the same thing over and over again, that means you're probably pretty good at it. You know how to do it. And so when chaos comes, if you say you are grounded, as part of one of our even affirmations that we talked through, you're grounded. And so now when somebody else needs you, you can be there for them because you have this steadfastness that is part of who you are. And so I've seen people panic when plans change, when something goes a little bit awry, when something, the technology doesn't work and people freak out. I've also seen leaders steady entire rooms just by staying grounded. One time I realized people were watching how I responded. We talked about being that example, right? And the steadfastness mattered more than the solutions. Just the fact that I was calm, that I wasn't worried. I can remember it was during like an earthquake that we had that was in California. I don't know how many years ago it was. I think almost probably 30 years ago. And I had a group of kids and I had a group of adults with me. And I had been through them before and it wasn't that big of a deal. And everybody came around and it wasn't like I was trying to find a solution. There is no solution during an earthquake. There is, other than just get to a place where stuff isn't going to fall on your head, and, under desks, under tables, whatever it is. And after it starts shaking, now what do we do? And I remember the calmness that I had, kind of, as people were starting to freak out. And I'm like, "You're not worried?" I'm like, "No, we're good. God's going to take care of us." That's the extreme steadfastness, fastness that I could talk about. But no, that is just something that if you are consistent in the things you do, then and you are grounded in what God has for you, it's easy to have the steadfast. And you don't have to have a solution to everything. They just have to know that you're strong in what you do. So today you're going to make a connection. And who relies on your steadfastness? Think about somebody you're connecting today with. And this might be somebody that's older that just relies on you being the person that you have been, and just connect with them. Today, choose one conversation to be fully present in. No matter what it is, you are fully present. That shows steadfastness as well. That shows that you are there, willing and ready. You put down your phone, you pay attention, you make eye contact, you are 100% in the moment. 100% in the moment while you're there. And then you just build that trust, you build that steadfastness, you build that courage, you build all the part of the relationship that's super important by just being there. So the promise that you make for yourself today, make sure, it doesn't matter where it was, I have a suggestion. Whatever the promise is that you make for yourself today, I just want you to make it. I want you to write it down. I want you to say it out loud. And I want you to do it before you go to bed. My thought process today, and my example, or my one that you could use to stay committed even when it's inconvenient. Today, to stay committed to whatever you said you were going to do. Say if all the promise is that I'm committed for 20 minutes to spend it with you without trying to say this is who I am, or putting it back on you. Truly listen to somebody else for 20 minutes today. Stay committed to that. Write that down. Say you're going to do it, and then do it before you go to bed today. Again, the word is steadfastness. The word is steadfastness. We'll finish out with the blessing of the song that we're going to sing today. I want you to know that you are God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. Let him wrap his arms around you today. Don't forget, you are the answer to somebody else's prayer. You are the answer to somebody else's prayer just by the way that you show up. Even if, let's say, you go to the grocery store today and all you do is smile at the person. In fact, instead of doing the self-checkout, make it purposeful that you walk into a line, even if you have to stand there for a few minutes of inconvenience. My suggestion would be, whoever you're standing in line with, not only make eye contact, but say hello. Say, how you doing today? That actual act could be the answer to somebody else's prayer. Somebody who needs to be in community. Somebody knows that there are other human beings that care just enough to say hello. And then when the clerk goes ahead and scans the things that you have, look at them and say, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for doing what you're doing today. I know this is hard when you come to work every day and you do these things. And so I just appreciate that you're here for me today. Take that extra time at the supermarket today. What would that say as you were trying to be the answer to somebody else's prayer today? And then don't forget, you were born for greatness. There is greatness inside you. There's greatness that God wants to have in your life. So enjoy the song today. I can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow. And then we will have some more fun talking about making sure that not just talking, but being committed to our daily routine.
Yeah. Dr.B in the building. We're becoming the person now. Let's go. Woke up with a purpose, sunlight on my face. The God who made the universe still knows me by my name. Every step is kingdom, every breath is grace. I do not rush the process, I just run in my own lane. 2 ears, 1 mouth, so I listen first. Hurting people hurt people, so I speak the healing words. I am a coach, a friend, a brother, a guide, helping people break the limits that were living inside. You have to be the one before you do the thing. Identity before assignment, that is how freedom sings. Every story is sacred, every life unique, and they do not care what you know until they know you are listening. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the freedom stays. From mile-high flights to Chicago nights, from track lines chalk to the chaplain's light. 250 men with stories that ignite, now living boldly with purpose taken off in sight. Relationship first, that is the way I lead. Connection is the soil where the soul gets freed. I am a husband, father, and granddad too. 30 people at Thanksgiving, that's what love can do. I say you are God's greatest gift because it is true. Every room gets brighter when you walk through. I am living this mission until the final breath, helping others rise so their best becomes their next step. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the pastures to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From Denver to the nations, let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. Becoming the person. Every day.
All right. Have an amazing, awesome, just incredible day today. You are God's greatest gift. I thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the morning, same time. Talk to you soon.